Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So Friday, a Q101 show down in Tinley with Creed. Sold out show and sold out with the Imagine Dragons on Sunday. Tinley Park was very busy this weekend. But something crazy happened down there. It doesn't sound crazy like the Brazen Bull or the Guillotine. But the rain came in that show. And first off, let's just put this thought in our heads right now for a second. Case brought this up earlier this morning before the show that does it seem like everything's getting rained out now? Like everything is all of a sudden, not just like a little rain and it keeps going, but you have to go back to your cars and take cover because a tornado and lightning is on the way?
Mother Nature is just like not into it this year.
Yeah, I do.
She's like, I want a break. You guys are being loud as hell all the time, littering.
We've already had record tornadoes here like in one day. They set a whole bunch of tornado records this year, but
maybe she went through like a breakup. Mother Nature. She's just like, she's not feeling it.
Maybe it's that time of the
Hot girl
month.
summer, my ass.
Yeah. Someone had to say that. But anyway.
And it had to be you.
It had to be me. So Creed, they had Finger 11 and Three Doors Down at that show. Now, apparently, did Finger 11 even play, Case?
Finger 11 did not play.
So they didn't play at all.
Wow.
And this is by no means disrespect to Finger 11, but I couldn't believe the amount of Facebook posts I saw of people devastated that Finger 11 wasn't going to play. Again, no hate, great band. People really wanted to see Finger 11.
Well, yeah, when you look at that bill, Finger 11, Three Doors Down, and Creed, you know, what a powerful bill if you definitely love nostalgia, too. I mean, they're still around, all these bands, obviously, but Creed just came back, and they haven't played in 10 years, I think, together, or somewhere at 10. But I guess the storms just ripped through. And again, it wasn't just like a little rain where you're going to, okay, I'll ride this out and go. It was to the point where Finger 11 didn't play. And then Three Doors Down got on stage and played, I think, four songs. We had a guy in the building here, Dan Wolf, was telling us about the first-hand account of it. And they said, this is our last song. And they kind of just started. And because they have a lot of hits. They were going to like play for quite a bit. So they played their song. Then someone from Tinley Park came out and said, everybody in the grass, go back to your cars. You cannot stay where you are. There is massive, serious weather on the way.
And this is just what happened at Alpine Valley with the Noah Khan show that I was at. Was, you know, the procedure now is if there's severe weather on the way, they ask you to leave the premises or shelter in place if you're in a seated area.
And they told people in the pavilion, I believe, to kind of just get toward the bathrooms or the mezzanine area, go by, you know, where you buy your beer and food and stuff, get out of there. And it's funny because the guy who works here, Dan Wolf, said, well, I ain't moving. I'm under the pavilion. I'm fine.
Right.
He said, then a wave of water came underneath the pavilion.
Oh, that sucks.
And he said he was like drenched like he was in the shower, and he was in the middle of the pavilion.
So here's the deal. Everybody in the lawn, this is what's frustrating. In the pavilion, go to your car. You have a seat. You're fine. You can come back and get your seat. Yeah. The lawn is frustrating because it's like, damn it. I got my blanket set up in front. Now I got to race everyone back again? Yeah,
you staked out your spot for all that time. And Dan said some people did leave, but others stayed and turned the mudslide in the grass area all the way down from the top. We're just like taking their shirts off and going for it and having a good time. Hopefully no one got struck by lightning sticking around. Hopefully not. But then Creed came on, I guess, 2 hours late. And then they played a full set, and they kicked ass.
That's good.
They did, but they were about an hour and a half, somewhere in there, to 2 hours late. And there was no curfew going on there, so they just cranked out. Everybody, as far as I know, if you were there, you can check in and let us know. But these are from the people that were there. I didn't make it. I was really bummed because I really wanted to make it down there for that. But it was a great show. But it seems like, everything's getting interrupted. Like even Picnic this year. One day of Picnic had a bunch of rain.
Let's go through them. There was Picnic. There was Dave Matthews Band at Alpine Valley.
That's right.
Had a literal tornado come through.
Yep. And Noah Khan, wasn't it a tornado or just severe thunderstorms?
Tornado warning. Tornado threat. So Noah Khan at Alpine Valley.
Yep.
There was, all the Green Day Smashing Pumpkin shows, we're the only one that wasn't affected by the weather so far. If you go and watch their next tour stop, which was St. Louis, like a lot of the Rancid sets and the Linda Linda sets have been canceled on that tour because of the weather.
Yeah.
During the St. Louis stop, Green Day ends every show with Time of Your Life, as they should, but they did like a 30-second version of the song because there was a severe weather on the way. So if you watch the video, Billy Joe comes out, he's like, you guys have to leave. While I'm playing this song, please leave the venue. And then he did Time of Your Life where he goes, another turning point, fork stuck in the road, time's weather is stretched for you to go, and was trying to get people out of the venue as he was singing the song.
I thought of another show.
Yeah.
It was Wrigley Field. It was Def Leppard and Journey.
That's right.
And
Poison or some some
No, it wasn't
bad
Poison.
80s band.
Well, Journey, they had to play it, so they moved it up to where Def Leppard ended at like 8 o'clock. And then the storms came through. That was the week of all the tornadoes on Sunday and Monday. It was a Tuesday, because I remember. And I heard them playing like Don't Stop Believin' at 6 o'clock on my deck. And I'm like,
which is exactly what I'm talking about. I would have been there had I known that.
Maybe Kenzie's probably summoning these tornadoes.
Hell yeah.
To get home early.
We need to start having concerts at like 5. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, though, it's light out on my deck. You can't play Don't Stop Believin' at 6 at night.
Come on now.
But they did.
There was the NASCAR Chicago street race. That got delayed because of weather.
Correct. I was there on Sunday, and it was delayed for like 3 hours. I bailed. I was like, I can't sit around waiting 3 hours. I saw 20 laps. I mean, I'm good.
What are they going to do? Go around in a circle? I got it.
Wow, when you really add it up, there had to be some others we're not thinking of.
Yeah.
But that have been rained out this year. What's going on? What's up with
probably the end of the world, if I had to guess.
Well, that's extreme. God. But the thing of like going back to your cars is a little, I get it, you're in the lawn, you're wide open, but those people leaving the lawn at the Creed show, having to go back to their cars, and then that's a long walk, depending on where you are in the lot, too.
Okay, well, the alternative is they get swept up in a tornado. So
I know.
You tell me.
I know.
Cars get picked up in tornadoes, too, though.
That's right.
Ideally, they want you to leave the venue, though.
Oh, they're asking them to. They said go shelter in place.
Yeah, but that means leave.
Like at your house? Get back to your house.
I know where sheltering is awesome. My basement, you know? Wow. I mean, pretty nuts. Like I said, this whole year. I don't know. Like I said, thank God we're getting to the end of tornado season, I guess. I don't if we have a blizzard like in October, like that one Halloween 5 years ago, where it was a blizzard. Maybe that's coming. I don't know.
I will be so mad. You can't have my Halloween effed up.
Huh?
I can't have it.
It sounds like Mother Nature, to your point, is pissed off. Maybe
she is upset.
Bad breakup, got ghosted on Bumble. I don't know. But if anyone was at the Creed show and had more to say about it, what we know, like I said, the videos are awesome on Q101 Social of people doing the mudslide thing. I remember years ago, it's one of my stories. I get it. I'm sorry. I just thought of this. When Metallica played Tinley Park. And I can't remember the year, but they had just resodded the grass area, the lawn. And it had rained then before the show. So it didn't rain during it, but before. And everybody was going up into the lawn, and the sod hadn't taken grip yet. And all the slices of sod were slipping.
No.
And then it was just to mud. So then people picked up the 2x4 slices of sod and threw it at the people in the pavilion. They flung it like frisbees. Sod flying.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. If you missed this hour's keyword, it started at 7:30 and goes to 8:29. We'll give you that here coming up in about 10 minutes at 8:20, so stay here for that. We just talked about the Creed show and the rain that came through and forced people to leave the grass area, the lawn, and go to their cars. And even the people underneath that stayed under the pavilion got drenched because the water came through sideways. The rain came down completely out of nowhere, and they were not warning it, and nothing happened. It was brutal. So Marco checked in from 219, and he said, I was there Friday night. Seeing people put aluminum lawn chairs above their heads in a lightning storm was the craziest part to protect themselves.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, not to be outdone, because Marco might have been talking about this person who said, let's see, this is checking in from Arlington Heights. Arlington Heights checking in. No name on this one, but said, I was there in the lawn. I used the abandoned rental chairs as a teepee. Quote, it was dope.
Is it Dougie Styles?
Oh, man.
I like this one, too, from 815. This is not about the Creed show on Friday specifically, but about getting kicked out of Tinley Park. 815 said, I got kicked out of Ozfest in 2007 at Tinley for, quote, chucking sod.
Oh, my man.
Two big-ass dudes dragged out 120-pound 18-year-old me.
Yeah. That was the time when the sod, they sodded the show too late before the concert, and people just started throwing it like frisbees.
Sean texted in and said, I guess if a farmer needs a drought to end, he could just schedule an outdoor concert.
No kidding. Finally, Mike, we list you in this, in our text line as what you are, and Mike, quote, the Creed groupie, said 12 years since they haven't played, 22 since Chicago, Michael said from Shanahan. And he said, the show was amazing. So it was so soaked and it flooded. I saw them playing. They were amazing. It gets better. I got a better spot in the lawn since people that went, like Kenzie's point, the people stayed at the lawn, they had to go to their cars. He came back and got a better spot.
Son of a bitch. That would make me so mad.
Yeah.
If I came back and he was behind me, now he's in front of me.
Yeah, he didn't leave the lawn, he said. He goes, but can we not have a blizzard on Halloween? That's what Michael says. So there you go. Everybody was there, man. The real ones were there. And I'm really bummed. I had FOMO on that one. I really wanted to go. Couldn't make it. But talk about some other things happened over the weekend. In the Bears game, something monumental happened that caused people to get so outraged. Now, with the positivity of the Bears game with Caleb Williams, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm not joking. But something happened that caused everybody to get mad during the game. And it involved a piece of gear that was worn at the game. And we'll tell you what person was wearing it and what they were wearing that caused this incredible riled upness of the fan base.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Okay, so you got about 9 minutes left to use this keyword, ghost, to 312-591-8300. Text GHOST to 312-591-8300 for your chance to win tickets to Bad Flower at the Riv. Our great friends at Live Nation helped out with that. And then qualify for the golden ticket, Q101's greatest radio prize, actually the greatest radio prize in the history of radio. Everything we do for an entire year between Riot Fest and Riot Fest, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of free tickets.
That alone, 2 3-day passes, Riot Fest, the whole thing. That alone is expensive and awesome and kick-ass, but there's a million things in between those two.
A million. Possibly a million things.
Possibly.
Like lounges, things you can't buy your way into. Lounges and special pop-up situations where you're guaranteed entry, and Twisted and Lollapalooza, things like that. So text GHOST. We'll give you a new keyword at 8:30, and you can still text that one too. Until you win, text it once each hour. Don't text multiple times. That does not help you. Just once when we give you the word. GHOST is it right now. So, as I've talked about earlier in sports, Bears are going to win the Super Bowl. Caleb Williams is the real deal. I'm sorry I said bad things about him a year ago. He is amazing. I really do. I haven't been this excited, as Case pointed out, since last year at this time. But I really feel a tide turning with the Chicago Bears. Now, the game over the weekend, Simone Biles married to Chicago Bear Jonathan Owens, who last year
Chicago's own Simone Biles.
No genealogy to find out what neighborhood she was born in.
This is where she's from.
But she was on the sideline of the game rooting on her husband, Jonathan Owens, who last year played for the Green Bay Packers. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have to talk about the rivalry. But she was wearing a Jonathan Owens-themed Packers jacket on the sideline of the Bears game, on the Bears sideline.
Oh.
Now, you might think this is a perfect opportunity to go off on some hate-filled rant. And everybody did, by the way, on social media. It was all that plagued my timeline of how dare her wear that jacket on the sideline.
It seems like something that would really upset you. I know you quite well. I know what matters to you. This seems like something that would really matter to you.
You know what? Didn't upset me at all.
Really?
Didn't even think twice about it.
Why not?
Why not? Because, as we keep track here, the Bears have not beat the Packers since December of 2018.
Yikes.
And Simone's a winner.
You're damn right she is. She's historically the winner. And think about that. Some people have gone through high school and part of college and haven't seen the Bears beat the Packers. What else goes on in 5.5 years?
Well, yeah, I was a sophomore in college the last time the Bears beat the Packers.
God!
I got married and had 2 kids.
Think about that.
I was taking shots to the head last time that they did that.
Wait, what is that?
That's like downing shots, like liquor. Like take it to the head.
Oh.
I thought I missed your MMA career.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did get in a lot of fights also. Well, I was that drunk, so there's that.
Missed that Kenzie Logan Paul fight. You know,
Brian, you had just moved back to Chicago after being exiled from Chicago radio for a decade.
You're damn right. I moved back in December of 2018, right when that happened.
You're the reason we stopped winning.
No.
That is an interesting point, Kenzie.
No, oh my gosh.
There is no such thing as luck. There's all working hard, grinding, and winning, and they did not do that. I mean,
you brought your bad luck right to Chicago.
I'm a good luck guy.
You know your bad luck because you even make jokes about how Megan inherited your bad luck when we're not on the microphone.
That's only when flying because she gets all the delayed flights that I get.
Exactly.
But my point being this. I remembered, again, another story I got today. A lot of stories today. Of my high school basketball coach. When he came to our school, so he wasn't our coach originally when I got there. And all he talked about was this high school that he coached at and how awesome they were to us. And he go, hey, man, you're with us now. And he kept talking about this high school and how great and the program was and how great the kids were. They got straight A's, and they also lifted weights every minute they weren't in class. Mm-hmm. Like they could bench 2.5 times their body weight. He would say that crap to
That's
us.
awesome. This kids sound awesome.
That's what I'm like. And the hatred built up inside me about these kids. And we weren't a good basketball team.
Right.
But we went out there and we had to play them. His former team he's talking about. And we kicked their effing ass. Because
Thanks for censoring part of that, but not the rest.
Yes. Just to spite him for saying that. Mm. And so
And you took that personally.
Clearly. And I thought, Simone Biles actually sitting on the sideline wearing a Packers jacket. If I was on the Bears, I'd be, fuming, livid, embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Got it. Nice. To a point where I think the Bears are going to kick the Packers' ass the first time they play them this year. I don't know where that is on the schedule.
She's probably only going to switch jackets if they do. That's like what's on the line.
I don't know. I'm just saying right now, if I was a Chicago Bear player and saw my buddy's wife wearing his jacket on the sideline that had, of course, our evil, despised rival on it, it would fire me enough to kick those guys' ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would fire you up. You're fired up.
I'm
Look at you.
Fired up already. They play the Packers.
November 17th.
God, we wait so long to play them.
We're not going to be still mad by then, are we? She's going to have to wear it again.
I promise I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
I hope she keeps wearing it. I hope she keeps wearing that Packers jacket on the sideline to tell the players, this is how embarrassing the whole situation is. Haven't beat them in 5.5 years. Let's go. And she'll never wear that jacket again after we beat him. And we'll finally beat him after 5.5 years.
You're making a lot of promises for her.
I really am.
And then she'll never wear it again. Huh. Does she know that?
I hope she's listening. I hope someone that knows her is listening. I'm happy, Simone, you wore that jacket on the sideline.
I think she's been super busy to go get a new jacket.
Well,
she's been kind of slammed lately.
Also, you would have to think somebody with the Bears wouldn't have said, like, hey, why don't you put this on? Run to the merch tent and get her like a starter jacket with Bears on it or something. I don't know.
Seems very doable.
Seems super doable that they didn't do that. And maybe they're in on it. Maybe they think like I do. And they know that Simone wearing that jacket on the sideline is going to fire up the players. This is just my theory. I'm going with it.
I just think she's super busy. She's trying to avoid guillotines in Paris.
Well, she could have. Was she threatened with the guillotine? I don't remember.
I was pretty scared.
But also, she's not making the jacket from hand. She could have gotten somebody else to do that for her.
Yeah, she could have.
Again, maybe priorities. She just got done with the Olympics.
Okay, but why does she wear an Olympic jacket then? She has Olympic jackets. Those are cool.
She's supporting him. She's not going to wear her jacket about her at his game. That would be bitchy.
It would kind of be bitchy.
Right?
If I wanted,
she has her name on her back. Like, that sucks.
If I won a gold, I'd be wearing that gold medal.
I know.
I'd be wearing the jacket and the gold medal.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q 101.
All right, here we go. Third hour and a third chance today for the golden ticket. Everything Q101 does for an entire year. A new keyword. If you texted the word last hour, you can text this word every hour until you win. Just do it once. Right, Kenzie? Just once?
Yes. So here's the deal. We gotten texts where people are like, if I text that word in multiple times, does it enter me more? Totally get that. Each hour we give out a word. Yes, that enters you more. So every hour you want to get in that word. But once you get it in, you can just relax. So texting our word that comes up 5 times, it will not enter you more for that specific word. So get that word in the one time. You have an hour to do it. Each hour lets you dip your hand in the contest pot more, but not setting that word a lot. That won't do anything.
The way you said, You can just relax.
Just relax.
It was very aggressive.
I'm trying to help.
I know.
I think people get worked up, and it's like, no, you don't have to spend the entire hour, every hour of every day, texting the word as many times as you can. Just whoosh, you got
zen.
the word in.
We're going to play Nirvana here in a second. You can sit and enjoy that while you text, and you're good once you're entered. So that word is, this hour, FIRE, F-I-R-E, to 312-591-8300. Why is it FIRE? Well,
tell us.
I will. So if you qualify, you got a chance to win Kings of Leon tickets as well. So Kings of Leon playing Saturday, September 28th. Our great friends at Live Nation help with that. So obviously, Sex on Fire. But just text the word FIRE. Do that one alone. F-I-R-E to 312-591-8300. Chance at the Kings of Leon tickets. Amazing. A veteran of, I think, a couple Twisteds. The last time they played, they were amazing. And then also qualified for the golden ticket. Access to everything we do for an entire year. Riot Fest to Riot Fest. Stuff that hasn't been announced yet. Lollapalooza, lounges, so many concerts. And again, I just keep thinking about the current winner of the golden ticket, which will be coming to an end soon with a new one. And Chloe, in the last week, has seen Metallica, Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins. She saw Metallica twice, by the way.
Good
both
heavens.
shows. And then,
oh, yeah. So when they do multiple nights as the golden ticket winner, you for every night?
Yeah, she got both shows.
Good heavens.
And then Green Day, Pumpkins, Rancid. And then Friday, she got a little rained on at the Creed show. Saturday, she saw the Struts at the Rib. Sunday, Imagine Dragons. And she said this on her post: I could not be more grateful to have won the golden ticket from Q101 Chicago. This has truly been an amazing experience from a pretty awesome radio station. Thanks a million times. And it's not over yet for her, but it's coming to an end where we'll crown a new queen or king of the golden ticket. So 312-591-8300. Text in FIRE right now for your chance to be Chloe. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.